Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening for those of you who are in Europe or maybe other parts of the globe. Happy New Year. And I want to talk to you about an upcoming opportunity to educate the next generation of automotive leaders. So if you're watching the live stream, would you just say hello from wherever you are? Maybe even put what's the temperature where you're at today. Today it's about 75 in Boca Raton, sunny, beautiful. And this morning on my morning walk, connected with some people in Italy, around the country. So if you're watching on the live stream, just give me a virtual wave and just type in your name and comments in the section for feedback. Let me tell you about a program that's starting in just a few weeks for the automotive industry, RV industry, motorsports industry, as a way to build the next generation of automotive leaders. And since you may be watching this very quickly, you should know that if you go to brianpash.com, you can see right on the homepage there's a 9-week digital marketing mentoring program. You could find out more about that. So brianpash.com. Let's go into the why and what's going on. Good morning, Steve Mickelson. Happy New Year. There's been massive changes in automotive. Most dealers have adapted to the changing conditions, low inventory, consumer direct selling, pre-orders like never before, exploring with digital retailing, exploring with no haggling or one price, exploring single point of contact. The list goes on of what has been transforming over the last 2 years, and things have accelerated. Yesterday, I viewed a really great presentation from Affinitive. They did an EV study. And one of the things that was interesting, that the 45 and below segment were highly motivated and interested in buying an EV. And the majority of those people thought or preferred that they would be buying their EV online, which is very interesting. And of course, coming up in the coming months and years, marketing dollars are going to be shifting to educating the consumers who are in market for cars about EVs. In fact, I heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true, that a major OEM has informed its advertising network that the majority of its ad dollars will be going to promote EVs and not internal combustion engine vehicles. Very bold. So when you think of, coming out of these last 2 years into 2022, hopefully by the end of the year, inventory levels will start to normalize. I think made-to-order cars will be something that is going to stay with us for some time, especially as manufacturers are adjusting to a world where they don't have to give out a lot of rebates and incentives to sell cars. I bring this all up because there's a lot of focus on the change of sales process, but not a lot of attention to how dealers are going to reach their sales and profitability goals through marketing. And over the last few years, there have been a number of changes in marketing. You may know Bob Lanham from Facebook. He's very involved in the automotive forums. Recently shared an article showing that Facebook was the most effective and efficient advertising medium of all the choices that are out there. Our agency surely has found that Facebook, through many different ad strategies, has been very cost effective. Of course, we have an onslaught of OTT. I was talking to a dealer group just yesterday, and they were frustrated about the accountability in OTT advertising. Does anybody have that same feeling? Like you've tested OTT, but maybe you're not sure it ran in the zones you wanted. The proof of performance reporting was very weak, or that simple questions understanding the deployment of the OTT campaigns were ignored or not responded to. So when you think of the changes from cookies eventually going away, the power of first-party data, what dealers should be or could be doing on TikTok, the rise of Instagram as a e-commerce medium, the absolute influence that Google inventory position 0 ads have, the changes in Google My Business, the power of video advertising, and then the dealers move to digital retailing, getting out a new marketing message about the buying experience. When you stack all these things up, I have a question. Are your store managers aware, competent, and capable of planning their local marketing, inspecting their marketing vendors? You can answer that question if you dare. Again, this is a no judgment zone, but here's my question. Are we preparing the next generation of store managers with the right education regarding marketing? Now, some dealers have cut back marketing during these last 2 years. Others have increased. Those who have increased have seen a rise in market share. No surprise. But what about the next 2 years, 5 years? The new assistant managers and general managers, the new fixed ops directors are going to have to deal with a changing service schedule for EV vehicles. Education, marketing, reach are all topics that should be comfortable in a planning meeting that general managers lead. And here's what I found, is that in a dealer group, this is more important than ever. Because the worst job in a dealer group is likely the marketing manager if every store in the group, led by a general manager, is on a different page, signing up for different products, running after contracts that have been signed, when maybe there's public knowledge that these products are ineffective or maybe questionable in their integrity. What if the dealer groups got on the same page? What if the members of your single point store, that leadership team, got on the same page? Wouldn't it be amazing if the fixed ops director and the general manager and the marketing manager could sit in a room and have competent conversations without being lost? Well, this is why I'm kicking off the Automotive Marketing Mentoring Program on January 26th. Again, if you just want to go to brianpash.com, you'll see right at the top header there, the 9-week digital marketing mentoring program. And it's designed to be topical. Each week, we're going to tackle a different topic. It's 1 hour a week. Sessions will be recorded so the students can replay. And we'll provide support between sessions with questions that the managers have. Remember that the marketing line item in a budget isn't an insignificant number. And more importantly, as stores are more entrepreneurial based in automotive, that might allow each general manager to make certain marketing decisions. Wouldn't it make sense that all the managers had the same level of understanding for social media, SEO, Google Ads, video marketing, Google My Business, the power of content, how to market their digital retailing strategy, how to tie all the pieces together, how to measure success? These are some of the topics that we're going to be addressing. Now, it's a reasonable question to ask. What could an hour do to help my managers improve? And the answer is, this isn't an hour of fluff. This is an hour of bone-in ribeye or a tomahawk steak that the attendees can really chew on, absorb, and learn. Having published 9 books on automotive marketing, I think that I'm uniquely qualified to teach the next generation of automotive professionals. More importantly, I think it's a timely conversation. You see, there's a tremendous amount of energy being invested in preparing for EV, training employees on EV technology, EV maintenance, answering the questions that consumers have, and those things are important. And then there's a lot of energy being invested into digital retailing, changing the sales process, also training for the new generation of sales associates, folks like Fleming Ford at Quantum 5, are trying to create new training platforms to help attract the next generation of sales professionals and sales associates and service lane employees. What I'm trying to do is level set the decision makers inside the dealership on basic marketing strategy with, well, a competency level that will give them more tools to hold their vendor partners accountable. I just published today an article on LinkedIn. It is my newsletter on modern retailing, and I hope you'll take some time to read that article. You could just go to my LinkedIn profile and you will see you can sign up for my newsletter. But the article talks about training the next generation of automotive leaders on modern marketing strategies. What I'm concerned about is that we are just letting, well, kind of set it and forget it advertising continue on, meaning dealers sign up for OEM advertising programs. It's co-op. They check the box. They move on to other things. And what you should know is that the largest, most successful dealer groups have whole teams of marketing. And they're doing that at scale. They're standardizing their Google Analytics. They're using custom audiences. They're creating first-party data segments. They're doing a lot more than the average bear, and it's giving them a competitive edge. So why wouldn't you want to make sure that someone in your dealership, just at least one person, registers for the Automotive Marketing Mentoring Program? Again, you can just go to brianpash.com, click on the green box to find out more, like I'm going to do right here. Boom. And you can see the start date on January 26th, the topics that we're going to be covering, and the 9 weeks is a one-time fee of $695. And what does that give you? It gives you all of the course content online for 90 days. It gives you Q&A and mentoring support as you try to apply or understand these concepts during the 9-week program. And it also gives you a discount to the upcoming Digital Marketing Strategies Conference, which will be held in the Napa Valley in May. So if you think about it, where could you get the best current understanding of Google Ads, SEO, social media, video marketing, local search marketing, digital retailing, branding, and brand promise, measurement, and Google Analytics all in one course? And of course, what we're going to do is also survey the students in advance and make sure that whatever other topics that are really common as a theme or a thread, that we answer those questions as well. So I wanted to just jump into the live stream, say Happy New Year to everyone. If you're watching on the live stream, say Happy New Year as well. It's always good to see who's watching. And more importantly, share this video with your colleagues. If you're a member of a 20 group, share it with members of your 20 group. If you're on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, share this video recording. It will be online. And ask your peers, ask the leadership at your dealership, how are we doing in preparing the next level, the next generation of managers for a new marketing environment with new marketing opportunities? Well, for most of you, it's like, well, I just send them out to a conference and I hope they attend some workshops, which is fine. We run 2 great conferences a year. But structured learning doesn't replace the experience at a conference and vice versa. Each one has its benefits. Thank you, Paul, and thank you, Stephen. So take some time to think about, review the course outline. Remember, it's brianpash.com. And I hope to see more of you subscribe, join into this group, and allow me to mentor your team. Remember, there's 18 1,000 franchise dealers in automotive, thousands of RV, motorsports, and power sports dealers, all with a very similar model of connecting with an in-market consumer, sharing the value of the products that they sell, promoting a rounded sales and service message to help them sell more cars, RVs, motorcycles, boats, campers in a digital age. So look forward to kicking off this mentoring program January 26th. So please register at least a week before so you can get all the prep materials, be ready for the 26th, and also send me some of the topics you want to make sure we cover over the 9-week period. I'll be teaching the class. Also, my brother Glenn and partner in the business will be teaching. Also, some amazing marketing specialists from PCG Digital. So it won't be 9 weeks of just Brian's head popping into your dealership, but it will be the best of the best, talking about the absolute latest strategies that are working, the techniques that are driving great success to help you be more effective in reaching your 2022 and beyond sales goals. So, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for being connected. And one last thing, if you haven't signed up for my LinkedIn newsletter called Modern Retailing, would you please go to LinkedIn and sign up? Remember, and someone asked, yes, every one of the mentoring sessions will be recorded. There are very practical reasons why someone might not be able to make one of the weeks. Maybe they're on holiday, maybe they're sick at home, staying home with the kids. That's fine. Each session with all the Q&A and the comments from the team will be recorded. So you're going to have a training library for 90 days to go back to. And we encourage each member of the dealership to sign up so they can get one-on-one coaching from our team. So, for example, a fixed ops director should be registered. A general manager should be registered. A new person to the marketing team should be registered. Each will get their own specialized attention and answers to their questions as part of this 9-week program. So what are you waiting for? Get out to brianpash.com. As I mentioned, boom. Look for the mentoring program right on the home page. It's in the top bar. Get your team registered. And would you do me a favor? Share this video with members of your automotive peer network. Just to encourage them. Hey, don't miss this opportunity to get coached by Brian and Glenn, the PCG team. And I'm sure they're going to thank you for it. Hey, thanks again for your time. And look forward to seeing you online on January 26th.